The first thing that I noticed was, well, my bowels were regular, and then I started to notice that I started to have more energy. And I had been fighting depression for a long time. Sometimes I was coming out of it and I go right back into it. And the depression started to leave. It was still lingering on. And then one day I was sitting at the computer and I got this really bad pain in my back. And oh my goodness, what is that? And then I got it here and I was holding both places. And then I heard and felt this loud pop. And the pain started to dissipate. And a few days later, I passed this parasite. It was about half an inch long, about a quarter of an inch wide, in diameter, and it had these black feathery things coming out from it, and this cone-shaped thing. And after I passed it, it was like, wow, I feel good. I hadn't felt that good in many, many years. And the only thing, the cone-shaped thing, the only thing I can figure out on that is that, when I heard that pop, the thing was probably holding on to some of my tissues, and it pulled some tissue off. And then after that happened, I haven't had any depression at all.
That's amazing. I mean, that. So how long after you started using the tea did all of this take place?
I would say maybe about 5 months. Yeah, at first, I was noticing the difference, but that parasite, that was about 5 months after I was on it.
So, depression's something that's you talk about depression and you also talk about bowel movements. Those are two really big things in our country. A lot of women especially don't have regular bowel movements. This, even though it's not a very nice discussion, let's talk about that for a minute. You said you were having a problem up until...
Yeah, my bowel movements were haphazard, and I'd always have to strain. And it wasn't that they were hard, it was just that it was hard to get it to come out. And then with the holy tea, I would sit down and it would just come out. No effort. And, some people would say, well, you're having diarrhea. No, it wasn't diarrhea. With diarrhea, you get real tired with diarrhea. This energized me, So it was, and with the loose bowels, with the holy tea, when you're trying to get rid of toxins, the body wants to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So therefore it comes out quickly. You don't have to strain. It just comes out really, really fast. And so it's not really diarrhea, it's just the toxins coming out. The body just wants to get rid of them, doesn't want it.
So other than the depression, which is a huge thing going away when you pass this parasite and this cone-shaped thing, what are some of the other physical things that you've noticed in your body after getting detoxified and all the toxins out? Anything?
Well, I've had an injury that left me not be able to walk very easily, and leaves me very tired. And I've noticed that I've been able to walk farther and farther, and I'm not getting tired so easily. I always had a hard time getting up in the morning, and now I can get up earlier and I have more energy in the morning than I used to.
That's beautiful. Is there anything that you would say to somebody who's, maybe investigating this tea for the first time that would want to try it? What would your encouragement to them be?
My encouragement for someone who's never tried it before, it would be, give it a try, pay attention to your body. Listen to your body. If you don't know what your body's doing in the first place and how it feels in the first place, how are you supposed to know how this tea is helping you? So listen to your body and give it a good try. If in the first week or two you're not noticing any difference, give it a month, give it 2 months, give it 3 months. After 3 months, if you're not noticing any difference, then something else is going on that you might look into. But normally in 3 months, you're going to start noticing a big difference.
You nailed it.